All right, we are going to be looking at 4 of our 10 vocabulary words for the week,
Okay.
and we are going to be making a semantic web using our vocabulary words.
Okay.
All right, it's going to better help you understand the words in your own way.
Okay.
So first, we need to write all 4 of our words on our map.
Okay. Habitat,
First is habitat.
and then write consumer.
Sure. And remember, it's a web, so you can make it all over the place.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be in order.
Okay. Herbivore,
Mm-hmm.
carnivore.
Good. So, on our maps, the first thing we have to do, since we are learning vocabulary, is to define the word.
Okay.
Now, we don't have to write out the full definition, but you can
Okay.
kind of take what I say and pick the parts that mean something to you or how you're going to remember it. So let's
Okay.
start with habitat.
Okay.
The definition for habitat is the type of environment in which an animal normally lives.
Okay, so I would pick out where the animal lives.
Perfect. Let's write that for habitat. Good. Next, consumer. You want to read that for me?
Sure. An animal that feeds on plants or other animals for energy. I would say feeds on. Do you want more than that?
Yeah, let's do a little
Okay,
more than
so
that.
feeds on plants
And
or
I think,
animals for energy.
yeah, I think we should say for energy.
Okay.
But we can shorten it to feeds on. Good.
Okay.
All right, next.
Herbivore, any
Herbivore.
animal that feeds on grass and other plants.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the key thing would be feeds on grass or other plants.
Yes. Eats grass or
Eats.
just plants.
Grass. I can just put / plants.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
perfect. I think grass there would be our main plant, but they eat any plants, berries. What about a carnivore?
Okay, so carnivore is an animal that feeds on meat only. So I would just put feeds on meat only.
Yeah.
Or eats meat only.
Good, so that's the start of our map.
Okay.
Now, we can make our map a little more fun. We don't have that many colors right here, but I'm assuming in school we'd have a lot more colors to
Mhm.
choose from.
Mhm.
Make our maps colorful. Maybe they could even be a little bigger if we have bigger paper, a little poster board.
Okay.
But to start, let's just try to underline some of the words in different colors.
Okay.
Just so it's a little easier to look at
Okay.
and see the differences between our 4 vocab words. Good. Awesome. So now what can we add to the map that's going to make us or help us learn our vocabulary words? So let's talk about what you think of when you hear each vocabulary word. And
Okay.
You can just start writing some of those words that come to your mind first. So when you hear the word carnivore, what do you think of?
I think of different animals that would feed on plants, such
Carnivore is meat.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I wrote the wrong thing down that I wrote.
No, you did. You did it right.
Oh,
Carnivore
okay.
eats
Oh,
meat
I
only.
gotta put my glasses back on. I was looking at consumer. So carnivores.
Good to keep your glasses on.
Different animals that eat meat only. So like tigers and lions
Okay.
and bears. Oh my.
Well, not bears.
No, that's right.
Bears
Okay.
an omnivore, but we'll get into that
Okay,
later.
that's right.
Mhm.
So tigers and lions.
Okay.
Should I write that down?
Yep. Just like a web connected to the carnivore, right? So you see our example of web. Make a
Oh.
little line so you make sure that the
Like that.
yeah.
And then
perfect.
should I underline it as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome. Let's do it for each definition. So
Okay.
what about herbivore?
Okay. So how about a goat?
Yeah, that's a great example of an herbivore. Because goats eat mostly grass.
How about a rabbit? Should I put another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Connected to herbivore.
Okay.
All right. What about consumer? This might be a little bit harder. What do you
Feeds on
think of?
plants, animals for energy.
What do you think of when you hear the word consumer in
Well, I would think of really any animal that we just mentioned either feeds on plants or meat for energy to survive, to live.
Okay,
So should I just say any animal
sure.
that feeds?
Are we consumers?
We are.
What's your favorite thing to consume?
Well, I had a hamburger tonight. It was pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. To survive, energy. So, did you want me to do more than?
Well, we're going to go back and draw a picture for each. So
Okay.
a hamburger might be a good picture for a consumer.
Okay.
Or if you want to relate it to more of the environment and nature, since that is our topic for the vocabulary words this week, you could.
Okay.
All right, what about the last one? Habitat.
What comes to mind?
Yeah,
Like a home.
perfect example. So you would just write the word home.
Okay. With an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so we have the definition. We
Mhm.
have connections that come to our mind first. Now let's do pictures. These
Okay.
can just be a quick little sketch. I know maybe some other students would really get into drawing pictures and take their time, but
Yeah.
for the sake of the video,
not a
let's
good
just-
drawer.
So what do you want to draw for habitat?
I'm actually going to just try to draw like a little bear den
Oh, that's a good example.
with sticks kind of over the top and
Mm-hmm.
coverings that they would use in the wild. Okay.
What about consumer?
I mean, could I just draw a picture of myself eating my hamburger?
You could. Yep. But again, it's going to be any animal eating anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll work.
Okay.
What about herbivore?
Okay, so I could draw a picture of a goat eating grass?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Looks good.
Give him some little ears. Okay.
Cute. Okay. And last one.
Okay, so I can draw a picture of maybe a lion eating another type of animal.
What do you think a lion would maybe eat?
Anything smaller than him. So how about, well, I know lions even attack like deer or
Yeah. What's a deer? Is a deer an herbivore or carnivore?
herbivore.
Herbivore, you're right.
Yeah. So I'll just draw a little smaller animal.
Have you ever heard of a vegetarian?
Yep.
What's a vegetarian?
A person that only eats plants.
So they'd be an herbivore, wouldn't they be a type
Mhm.
of herbivore, kind of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. Now, since our vocab words have a theme for the week, your map is kind of more in order than I think some other students would have it all over the place.
Right.
But let's draw some connections that we can make with our vocabulary words.
Okay.
So, looking at those, can you make any connections?
Like my own personal connections?
Try to connect the vocabulary words. So, all of them have the theme of being related to the environment or science and nature.
Mhm. So a habitat would be the bear den.
Yup.
Okay. So do you want me to do anything with that, or is that just we're just
I'll show you. what I
Okay.
mean. So, okay. So, would an herbivore be a consumer?
sure? Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
How so?
Because it feeds on grass or plants
Good.
for
So
energy.
we actually can connect
Oh, okay.
herbivore and consumer.
Okay.
What's another thing that could be consumer?
Well, and I mean, any of these animals.
True. But what other vocab word?
Oh, I see. Carnivore.
Yes. Carnivore can be consumer as well.
You want me to connect it?
Sure.
Okay.
And where do all herbivores and carnivores live?
Out in nature, out in the wild,
Mm-hmm. Or,
in habitats.
yes, in their own habitat. So we could even connect herbivore, carnivore, or any of your individual animals to
To
habitat.
the habitat. Okay.
and start to think about what's a goat's habitat? What's a rabbit's habitat?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, that looks good to me. We could probably keep going on and make more and more connections.
Yeah, this is a fun activity.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There's her semantic map for 4 of our vocabulary words. Oh my gosh.